Hi everyone, this is Sarah Fezio, and I am doing a video tonight after a viewer named Jamie saw the last video I posted where I used golden polymer medium gloss to pour a painting because I know there's a shortage of Liquitex pouring medium. And that painting turned out great. I'll put the link in the iCard. But he said, you know, my friend was really nice. He went to the store and I asked him to buy me pouring medium, but he came back with gloss gel. Now, Jamie said his friend got him high gloss gel, but they didn't have any in the store. The only thing they had was gloss gel. Now, this is not to be confused with, and this is why I had to come home and check and see what I had because I had to buy this, but there's also gloss super heavy gel, which I don't want to use that. And there's gloss heavy gel. So we have gloss gel, gloss heavy gel, and gloss super heavy gel. I know it sounds crazy, but this should be more fluid than the others. So this is just gloss gel by Liquitex Professional. Now, hopefully, oh my goodness, can you guys see the consistency? I don't know if we're going to be able to do a pour with this or not, but we're going to try. I also had to buy some more little 8x10 canvases. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop some. Oh, this is a lot softer than the last heavy gel so I used. So I'm just going to scoop quite a bit. That should be enough, I hope. Into a cup. It's actually really the consistency of very soft butter. Not melted butter, but like butter that's been sitting in a house, you know, that's 75 degrees. What I'm going to do first, and I know people don't like to see all the mixing, but I'm going to try to do as little mixing as possible. So I'm just going to add water like I would. I've already leveled my canvas. It's not as dense. I can tell you right now it's not as dense as pouring medium by Liquitex or the polymer medium that I was using by Golden. And I can tell that because it's just super creamy, like an air whipped butter is probably, I don't want it to get too bubbly, but I do need to thin it because I can't pour it unless it's thinner. So I'm just going to add water. There's lots of bubbles. It's not runny at all, but it's bubbling. Ooh, I don't like the bubbles in there. It does say you can add, on the back, just so you know what we're working with, it's soft gel consistency. Yeah, it is very soft. It says it's really thick, but it's not very dense, if that makes sense. You put paint in it, that's why it's not a preparation or a finish. It should be very glossy and almost completely transparent, which means if you put a very heavy, thick coat on and you wanted it to dry clear, it may dry foggy. Okay, and in the directions it did say, I was reading online, mix can thin by adding up to 25% water. I'm not sure what percentage of water we're going to add because I just add the water a little bit at a time until I get the right consistency. Right now, you know when you get a milkshake and you forget about it and you like leave it there and it kind of has that frothy stuff up at the top? It's kind of that consistency. This should be plenty to cover this 8x10 canvas that I'm working on. But no, I'm not going to do it all in one color. I'm working smarter, not harder. As I like to say when I'm at work during the day, smarter, not harder. And I'm going to mix up the medium and then divide it up and put colors in it. So while I'm stirring this, I'm just going to tell it, well, I'll stop stirring for a second. I'm going to use quinacridone magenta, Liquitex ink, which is a lot more fluid than the golden fluid I used last night. We're going to use yellow orange azo. They don't have an ink in quinacridone nickel azo gold, but I'm using kind of the similar colors from the other pour. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use some transparent burnt sienna. Hopefully, maybe I'll use the burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is a real pretty color. Titanium white. And your inks may settle, so just give them a nice shake. Titanium white. I don't have an ultramarine ink in Liquitex, so I'm going to use turquoise deep. And I have some iridescent bright gold that I can use. I might not use all of them because this is a smaller canvas, but those are the ones that I pulled out to use for this. So it's still not running. I'm not sure if it will because it feels whipped, like I said, whipped butter. And I am showing this part because, like I said, this is not a product you would typically use, and people have questions as to how runny should it be. Well, I can't show you how runny it is unless you see me mixing it. Because I get asked a lot, how much water do you add? Well, I still don't think that's thin enough. There's lots of bubbles in this. So everything I'm using tonight is a Liquitex product, and I kind of like that. I think that's enough to cover this canvas. So now I need to decide what colors I'm going to use, and I have these small cups. I have 4-size cups, y'all. I'm sure the person that checked me out at Walmart was like, what does this lady need 4-size cups for? But you know. So I'm just going to pour some of this, and I'll do it to the side because I think you can see better when I do it this way. One. Maybe I won't use the white. And I don't think I'm going to put anything on the canvas. I'm not going to have a wet canvas. 3. Oh. Well. You might just have to do 4 colors. Lots of bubbles in this, y'all. Lots of bubbles. That. Okay, so we're going to do some transparent burnt sienna. That should hopefully be enough. It's not a very large container. And quinacridone magenta. Whatever medium you're using, if it's glossy, the more paint you add to it, the less shiny it will be. And we'll use some yellow. I'm thinking we need yellow to have going to use a different one. So I'm just going to pour some of that in there and some of that in there. You can see the air bubbles, hopefully. You can see the air bubbles in there. Okay, so yellow. Yellow. I do want some blue. I really like that color. It's a deep turquoise, and then I think we will use a white. Okay, so I'm going to mix these up and speed it up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I mixed my paints and I'm going to do a dirty pour. I'm going to use this cup, but it's very flimsy, so I'm going to put 2 cups. Hopefully that'll help me flip it better. I made the white a little bit more runny. It's really runny. I'll save a little bit. And then we'll do blue. A little bit of blue. It's only half the blue. A little bit of purple. The purple sink. Do you see how the purple wants to sink? It's not really purple, it's pink, but you know what I mean. Pinkish purple. It's magenta, duh. This color next, which is transparent burnt sienna. This one floats on top. And then more white. All the whites in there now. More purple. No more purple. Pink. I don't know why I keep saying purple. It's Friday, y'all. I mean, you know, it's exhausting. More blue. Not really any of that left. And then the yellow at the end. I don't want to add a lot of that yellow. That's, I hope, enough to cover. There's a huge difference when I use 2 of those little cups, just FYI. Okay. I'm gonna set it there. And I'm not going to wait very long on this one, but I do want to spritz the canvas with some water, just a little bit. It's going to be a rainbow. Okay, so I have my cup. I mixed up some additional white, but I used the heavy gel, not the super heavy gel, okay? And let me tell you right now, Jamie, if you're watching this, be glad he didn't get you the heavy gel or the super heavy gel, because it did not want to mix with water as easily as just gloss gel. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. I put some water on there. I think those are just air bubbles. It kind of looks like what we had last night. That was a drip. And I'm going to tilt it. I don't like all that. That green's okay. Okay, it's super runny. It's almost as runny as paint and water without any gel. It's nothing. This is nothing like the pour I did last night. Nothing at all. It's extremely runny. I mean, it's just like paint and water, basically. And that's why I didn't pour all the cup. There's a little bit of stuff in the cup, but I need to get some more on the canvas because it was super runny. Super runny. So we'll just put this up here like that. Okay, it's not bad looking. I mean, it's pretty. Oh my goodness, y'all. Honestly, I was not expecting that to be as fluid as it was. That was like paint and water, basically. So I'm just going to use some of this other stuff to fill in down here. You can't even really see this color. We'll put some of that up there. I didn't need that extra white, that's for sure. That's interesting. Oh, it's running. It was, how do I say this? It was way runnier than I anticipated. It was like all over. I don't really see, I see air bubbles in there. I don't really see any cells or anything. I'm just going to use that to kind of mix it together and pull it down off the side some. Again, this is not gallery wrapped, so you would frame it. Hey everyone, so I have the finished painting that I made using Liquitex gel gloss. Now the painting is dry and it's very shiny because it has been varnished, but hopefully you can see the colors. It dried a bit darker than it was when it was wet, and you can see on the side how I had to try to touch it up, but like I said, it's not a full inch or inch and a half thick, so you would frame this most likely. So this painting, on the edge, it went over, but because sometimes it does that on the corner, it didn't cover, so I added some, so it wouldn't be bare. You can kind of tell down here. But this is the final piece that I did with Liquitex gloss gel as my pouring medium. So there you go. And I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. I have monetized some of my videos because although I do have a full-time job that's not art related, you know, buying all the different stuff, it is adding up. So if you would be so kind as to actually click on the ads, that would really help me out a lot. Also, make sure you leave comments if you have any questions or if you like it, or you can always share your own photos on my Facebook artist page. I know you can't share photos on YouTube. I'd love to see what you guys are doing. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and I'll see you guys later. Lots of love. Bye. Hi everyone, this is Sarah Fezio, and I am doing a video tonight after a viewer named Jamie saw the last video I posted where I used golden polymer medium gloss to pour a painting because I know there's a shortage of Liquitex pouring medium. And that painting turned out great. I'll put the link in the iCard. But he said, you know, my friend was really nice. He went to the store and I asked him to buy me pouring medium, but he came back with gloss gel. Now, Jamie said his friend got him high gloss gel, but they didn't have any in the store. The only thing they had was gloss gel. Now, this is not to be confused with, and this is why I had to come home and check and see what I had because I had to buy this, but there's also gloss super heavy gel, I don't want to use that. And there's gloss heavy gel. So we have gloss gel, gloss heavy gel, and gloss super heavy gel. I know it sounds crazy, but this should be more fluid than the others. So this is just gloss gel by Liquitex Professional. Now, hopefully, oh my goodness, can you guys see the consistency? I don't know if we're going to be able to do a pour with this or not, but we're going to try. I also had to buy some more little 8x10 canvases. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop some. Oh, this is a lot softer than the last heavy gel so I used. So I'm just going to scoop quite a bit. That should be enough, I hope, into a cup.